All right, let's talk data. It's everywhere, right? And if you know how to handle it, well, that's basically a superpower in today's world. Today, we're going to get our hands on one of Python's absolute best tools for doing just that.
Okay, so let's set the scene. You've got data, and it looks a lot like a spreadsheet. You know, rows, columns, the whole deal. Now you want to do stuff with it. You want to sort it, filter it, find some real insights, but you want to do it all in Python. Where do you even start? It's a question pretty much everyone runs into. But don't worry, there's a fantastic answer.
And that answer is Pandas. Seriously, if you're going to touch data in Python, you're going to get to know Pandas. It's this amazing library built specifically to make working with data feel, well, intuitive and fast. It's so good at what it does that it's become the go-to tool for data scientists all over the world. It's the de facto standard, for sure. So you might be wondering, what makes it so fast? Is it some kind of dark magic? Nope. The secret sauce is that Pandas is actually built on top of another powerhouse library called NumPy. This gives it a rock-solid, super fast foundation, which is why it can just chew through massive data sets like it's nothing.
Now, to really get a handle on Pandas, you only need to wrap your head around two main ideas. Just two. First, there's the series. Think of it as just a single column on your spreadsheet. And second, you have the data frame. That's the whole shebang, the entire table with all the rows and all the columns. That's it. A column and a table. Simple, right? Okay, so let's dig into that first piece. We're going to start with the series, because it's really the fundamental building block for everything else you do in Pandas.
So what exactly is a series? Well, at its core, it's a one-dimensional, array-like thing. It can hold any kind of data you throw at it. Numbers, text, dates, you name it. But here's the really cool part. Every single element gets a label, and we call that an index. You can think of it like the row numbers in Excel, but way more powerful, because the index can be a number, or a word, or even a date. This makes finding your data so much easier.
And you know what? Making one is super easy. First, you import Pandas, and everyone just calls it PD for short. That's the convention. Then, you just use pd.series and feed it your list of data. Boom, you've got a series. It's really that simple.
Okay, so we've got our data in a series. That's great. But that's only half the story, right? The real magic happens when you can easily get that data back out.
And Pandas gives you some really slick ways to do this. You can grab data using its custom label. Remember those indexes we talked about? Or you can just use its position, like you would with a regular Python list. But here's my favorite part. You can filter your data using a condition. Just ask for all the values that are, say, greater than 15, and Pandas will hand them right to you.
All right, we've got the building block down, the series. Now let's put those blocks together and build a whole house. Let's talk about the data frame. The data frame. This is the real workhorse of Pandas. Just think of it as a full table. It's got rows, it's got columns, just like an Excel sheet or a SQL table. The big difference? It's sitting right there inside your Python code, just waiting for you to tell it what to do. Okay, pop quiz time. Take a look at this code snippet. We've got a Python dictionary. The keys, name, age, city, look kind of like column headers, right? And the values are just lists of data. So what do you think is going to happen when we feed this to Pandas and say, hey, make me a data frame? And here it is. Ta-da! A perfect little table. Check out how smart Pandas is. It automatically took the dictionary keys and made them the column headers. It took the lists and turned them into the rows. It even threw in a nice little index on the side for us, starting at 0. How cool is that?
So, okay, we can make one, but what's the big deal? Why is the data frame so absolutely essential for anyone who works with data?
Well, it's because they take tasks that sound super complicated and make them, well, simple. Need to clean up a messy data set? Easy. Filter out only the rows you care about? Done. Group your data by category and get a summary? No problem. Stitch two different tables together? A data frame handles all of that, and usually in just 1 or 2 lines of code. And here's the real kicker. This isn't just for tiny little toy examples. Data frames are built for speed and scale. We're talking millions of rows. They can handle it, which is exactly why they're the perfect tool for real-world, messy, massive data analysis.
So, let's just boil it all down. Pandas gives you two main things. You've got the series, that's your column, and you've got the data frame, that's your table. If you can get your head around those two ideas, you are well on your way to mastering Pandas.
Okay, so now you've seen the building blocks. You have the tools to start wrangling data in Python. So I have to ask, now that you know about series and data frames, what's the first thing you'd want to analyze? What data are you curious about?
We'll leave you with a great quote from the one and only B.B. King. What you learn is something no one can ever take from you. It's yours, so keep building on it. Thanks so much for tuning in.